everybody, this is Ms. Jagan Hapitan from BSTCM 4K4 and you're listening to the J Podcast. The show that the COVID-19 pandemic brought strange and challenging days rather to every individual. Today, we're talking about family life, health, work, and education. Miss J.N. is my guest. She explained the topic all about. Hello, I am Miss J.N. Hapitan, and I am going to explain the topic. So let's go first for family life. The COVID-19 pandemic has had a particularly negative impact on children and families, disrupting routines, altering relationship and roles, and altering usual child care, school, and recreational activities. Understanding how families experiences this change from the perspective of parents may aid in guiding research on the effects of COVID-19 on children. COVID-19 studies for children and families' parents shared a variety of insightful perspectives, research questions, ideas, and reflection on their pandemic experiences. To include parents as partners in the early stages of COVID-19 research assisted in determining priorities, resulted in more feasible data collection methods and hopefully improve the relevance, applicability, and value of research finding to parents and children. The second one is health. Coronavirus disease, COVID-19, is a virus-borne infection caused by the SARS. Most people infected with the virus will have mild to moderate respiratory illness and will recover without needing any special treatment. Some, however, will become critically ill and require medical attention. Anyone can get sick with COVID-19 and become seriously ill or die at any age. The best way to prevent and slow down transmission is to be well informed about the disease. Protect yourself and others from infection by staying at least 1 meter apart from others, wearing a properly fitted mask, and washing your hands frequently. The third one is work. The COVID-19 pandemic has precipitated one of the most severe job losses since the Great Depression. There is a real risk that the crisis will exacerbate poverty and widen inequalities. With long-term consequences, countries must now do everything possible to prevent this job crisis from escalating into social crisis. Rebuilding a stronger and more resilient labor market is an important investment in the future and future generation. The COVID-19 pandemic has had far-reaching effects on economic activity, employment, and our way of life. All of these shocks in turn have the potential to significantly impact subjective well-being. The goal of this chapter is to outline the various ways in which the pandemic has affected the global labor market and the world of work, as well as to investigate the downstream effects on workers' well-being worldwide. So we're going to the last one, is education. The crisis includes delivery of homeschooling without time for planning around children's learning styles and circumstances means that many children homeschooled during the pandemic are not replicating such a model and thus are not reaping the associated benefits. Once the pandemic allows it, we will need to make up for this time by increasing both the amount and quality of learning time. Through extended schedules, summer enrichment, and after-school activities, more personalized instruction, and staffing strategies that reduce class sizes and stop schools with sufficient and highly credentialed educators. The COVID-19 pandemic is causing more than 1.6 billion children and young people to be out of school in 161 countries. This is close to 80% of the world's enrolled students, and we should not learn the fundamental skills needed for life. Thank you, Ms. JN, for explaining all the topic about. The J Podcast is now signing off. Thank you for listening.